Pastor Carl here, welcoming you to another glimpse of what's ahead for this coming Sunday, February 25th at Anchor Baptist Church. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I can't emphasize enough the importance of coming out at 10 a.m. and being part of our first hour there. We have classes for the children, for the youth, and for the adults. We have ABS, which stands for Adult Bible Study. Two great classes, the Bridge class and the Truth Seekers class. The Bridge class this week will be taught by Brother Mike Evans, continuing the series called Behold Our God. These are looking at the attributes and character of God. The particular topic is the immutability of God and how that interacts with you personally in your relationship with Him. In the Truth Seekers class, Brother Kenny Smolinski will be teaching a lesson called The Beauty of Marriage. At 11, we'll have our regular worship service in the auditorium. I'll be continuing my series in the book of Mark, our sovereign servant. This time we'll be looking at Mark 14, verses 12 through 31. In this passage, Jesus is laying out the Lord's table for the first time at that Last Supper and explaining to his followers the importance of this ongoing beautiful commemorative event that we still enjoy today. You know, it's easy to go through the steps of the Lord's Supper outwardly as it's celebrated in church, but are we holding to what Christ has prioritized? What are the ongoing concerns that are there as we approach the communion service to ensure that we are celebrating it in a truly Christ-honoring fashion? Don't miss out, because right after the service, we're going to be participating in the Lord's Supper. So hopefully this will be a great segue and preparation for your heart and soul. In the evening at 6, Pastor Brian will be continuing the series that we've called Equipping the Saints, how to get more out of your Bible so that you can be a blessing to others. He's talking about understanding and applying the Bible. This is part 3 in that smaller segment. What else is coming up at Anchor Family Life? Well, we have on March 3rd, which would be the following Sunday, our first Sunday fellowship, which means lunch will be served after the morning service. And let me just say there to all of our folks who bring items, thank you so much for signing up, bringing in food dishes. That's so important. I know sometimes you might be thinking, well, I'm not much of a cook, not much of a baker, but we really want to encourage all of our regular attendees to bring something, even if it just means swinging by the local grocery store and picking up a pie or something like that. But everybody can bring something, and that helps ensure that we have enough food for everyone, but also for our guests, because we often have people who are there and we want to be able to invite them to stay and say, we've got plenty of food. So please, let's everybody do something and to really flesh out those tables and to make that experience wonderful. After lunch, we're going to have a brief afternoon service, which will include what we call a Singspiration, singing hymn favorites, giving testimonies, and then Pastor Stephen will be giving us an update on the youth ministry over the last several months. That'll be exciting. You won't want to miss out on that. Other things that are happening, March 8th and 9th is our marriage retreat. Men's retreat at the Anchorage Camp, April 5th and 6th. Sign up at anchoragecamp.org for that. You do that on your own online. Wonderful evangelist Brent Savinsky will be our guest speaker, and so you'll really be encouraged, men. And then our church picnic and softball game is Sunday, April 7th, softball at 3, and then supper at 5 right there at the park. We'll tell you a little bit more about that as it gets closer. Lots of exciting things happen. Always go to the church website and check out the church calendar for other events that are a little further off. But until then, hope to see you this Sunday at Anchor.